Oh, hello. I am just organising my strange screw collection, strange screw and bolts. You'll notice that when you pop them in one of these little hoppers, they turn into exactly the same sort of bolt as everything else, and they kind of morph into this square form. That's things you didn't know about bolts, eh? Yeah. Could fill a little hopper with things you didn't know about bolts. Anyway, welcome to Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. Just trying to make the start a little bit different from staring at the computer. The blurry computer. Or indeed the rather garish and large adverts. Alright, that's enough chat. That's enough chat. It's time for some of these very easy looking jobs. And that one a bit more complicated. Let's start with the GT20. Let's do some of that. Okay. Oh, that's weird. It's like the garish colours have all gone away. I think someone heard me moaning about the garish colours and decided that perhaps they shouldn't bring their cars to my my garage. Right, let's pop it on a lifter and see what we need to do. Didn't really take much in about the job. So, running gear, more sort of running gear, brakes and exhaust. Alright, that's fairly straightforward. Might as well pop it up in the air. Alright, let's get all these corners off. What's going on? There we go. I'm remembering how to play the game. If you're not sure, no, I've not played it very much. It's just my first or second go at it. Yeah. Spot the obvious bollocks. They're the ones that the guy's got in a wheelbarrow. Okay, bad joke about someone with an affliction. Alright, so let's whack that off. Oh, I need to, obviously need to detach it from the exhaust manifolds. So that's something I need to do whilst it was on the ground. So I've been hoisted by my own raising it in the air petard, so to speak. But anyway, we can, get these corners off. Obviously there were braking issues, I don't remember them. Obviously just didn't register them because they're fairly straightforward to fix out. Fix out? To fix. Fix out? What? Good, clicking on all the right things. Okay, I'm recovering from a cold, although I don't feel as... I shouldn't say this, I don't feel quite as bunged up as I did a couple of days ago. It was actually quite difficult to string a sentence together, let alone breathe and talk and play a game at the same time. Surprisingly complicated when you're used to doing something and when you're slightly under the weather. Whoops, smack myself into the lifter there. And all of a sudden everything becomes hard. And you end up overthinking everything and you concentrate on it, which you're not normally used to doing, so you usually just do it without thinking, and then you try and concentrate on doing it. It's like when you suddenly think, oh, I've got to remember to breathe. You know when you have one of those weird moments where you suddenly think, oh, I've got to remember to breathe. You don't, but you feel you do, and you have a bit of a panic attack, and yeah, I've already forgotten what I was talking about. But anyway, yeah, that happened. So although I'm not actually feeling as bunged up, I think I'm still as mentally useless. So enjoy, if that's a thing. Right. Okay, so that's enough talking about how I feel. You know, not emotionally, obviously. I'm not gonna go into that. I mean, I'm playing Car Mechanic Simulator. There's obviously something wrong with my life. That's very harsh on everyone else who's playing Car Mechanic Simulator. Yeah. Okay, I think maybe the amount I've played it is more of a factor, the fact that I'm recording myself. Although I suppose I could say that if you're watching this, it's maybe just as much of an indictment. Anyway, let's not go down the recriminations route. We could be there all day. Instead, let's concentrate on the job in hand. Which I've already forgot what I'm doing. Right, I've brought it down. Whoops! A hood in my face. Oh yes, I need to detach these manifolds. I don't remember it mentioning anything about the gearbox, but then, you know, I've already mentioned several times that I'm not quite with it. So let's double check. We need to take the. We don't. Whoop! Why can't I? I'll just click on it even to move myself around. Where's the starter motor? There we go. Alright, so now we can get that out from underneath. Let's go back up in the air. look at the yellow and black reflection of the yellow and that's right. I'm going to mention it every now and again until it gets fixed, if it ever gets fixed. So we want to remove that, and we need to take off the drive shaft, of course. Zoom right out so you can see both ends of the drive shaft using your ultra long bolt modifier on your spanner, what do you call it, socket, wrench, thingy jobs. I know all the words for the terms indeed, the words. Oh my god. Having some enforced silence whilst my brain reboots. Okay, that's not so bad. Right, so let's check where we're at. So running gear, control feels loose. I can't even road. I can't even read. I can't even say that. I can't even read. Brakes loud. Oh, I think this was. I just did this thing where I presumed the last box is bodywork and ignore it, whereas actually that was the gearbox. That I was like, oh, I didn't realise the gearbox needed fixing. Dear me. Right. So then we need to start purchasing things. So purchasing things we must go. Right, double wishbone shock absorber running gear. Double wishbone shock absorber. Inner tie rod leaf spring plate. Inner tie rod leaf spring plate. Rear axle knuckle housing C. Rear shock what now? Rear shock absorber cap 3 bushes. 3 rubber bushings, a spring cap and a sway bar, blah blah B. Spring cap, blah blah B. Awesome. Oh, and need another I wish they put these all together. It's really annoying because now I don't know how many of these things I need. So I've already bought one of those and one of those. Let's buy one each of those. 2 U-bolts and 2 outer tie rods. 2 U-bolts, 2 outer tie rods, and a sway bar front end link B, which I already bought one of, so I'm not going to buy another one just in case. So 4 calipers, 2 discs and a ventilated. And 3 pads. Okay. Car is loud. Front exhaust section I6. Front exhaust section I6. And a rear muff V8 Ooh. Alright, and then we need a clutch plate, a pressure plate, and a gearbox. Clutch plate, pressure plate, and a gearbox I4, I hope? No. Okay, just spent $600 I didn't need to. I4 rear wheel drive, awesome. That'll teach me to think I know what I'm doing. Well, we won't, but you know. Alright, so first of all is the gearbox. Yep, there we go. Slightly, so we just double charge the customer, you know, fudge the paperwork. I guess you can't do that in a simulator. It's not very realistic, is it? You can't do your customers in. Yeah, we all feel like we've been done before at one of these places. So you'd think it would be part of the simulation, really. No, you wouldn't, but... Okay, 1 rubber bushing. Oh, and let's bolt that bad boy in. Don't want it falling out after all. Alright, it's putting in a tie rod in there. That's not what I was trying to do. But... Come on, there we go. We need to get our bush in. Stick the end in the bush. Try and make it sound worse than it is. Right, spring and spring cap. Right, brake system. There we go, and then a front wheel. Super duper. Whoop whoop whoop. Alright, there we go. Next corner. Oh, I'm there already. Like a fish. Like a fish, that's right, yeah. They're well known for their speedy movements around cars. Right. So what else? Oh yeah, inner and outer. Oh, there's a sway bar somewhere that needs. Maybe it's this side. Yeah. Sway bar link. I always call them sway bars. I know they're not actually sway bars, but they're related, so it's good enough. Good enough. Right. Disc and caliper. Right, what do we need here? We need, I've got a bush, a bit of bush there. Spring cap. A spring and a cap. One wheel. Do. There we go. Right. Oh yeah, leaf bolts. Is that here? Excuse me. Oh, leaf bolt. Yep. Bolty. Yep. Bolt it. There we go. Oh, nutty really, isn't it? It's not a bolt. Right. Cap. Leaf plate and a couple of U-bolts. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Put the rear axle thingy back together. Brake disc and brakes. And whoops. And then I think we're done that. Alright. So, what have I forgotten? Nothing. Apart from the bits I've forgotten. Fixed all the bits, but haven't actually put the car back together again quite yet. Just these couple of little bits of metal. These will make it sound lots less horrifically loud. You start the engine up after leaving these off and be like, do you know the engine note sounds a little bit less appealing? What? I said the engine note sounds a bit less appealing. I can't hear you! Yeah, that's the problem. Right, is that good enough? No. Just like saying to the guy, right, your car's ready, and he's like, click, no, it doesn't work yet. No, what have I forgotten now? Oh yeah, alright, now, try it now. Nope, it still doesn't work. Oh, are you sure it worked when you brought it in? I did drive it here. Yeah, I didn't see you drive it here. Oh, we're off. Alright, stop mumbling at the guy. Right, let's go and fix anything we've got left on our what's-it-a-macoolums. And then sell it all. Yeah, I know it's not super efficient, but my memory doesn't work, so it's just annoying having lots of extra bits there. Right. I've mentioned before, if you could stick them away, or if there was a different way of dealing with the inventory. But, anyway. Right, so that was relatively quick. So these are super fast jobs. Let's do running repair, car feels loose loud. Yeah, this feels a bit like the job we just did. Let's give that a go. Excuse me. No, just spilled drink all down myself. You know that thing where you take a quick drink because you haven't got much time, and everything takes much longer because you were a bit of an idiot and you spill it. Alright, good. Could have edited that out, really. Right, where are we? Oh my word. You know when I said it looks like a similar sort of job, i.e. as short as the previous one? Well, at least the lists get shorter. Look, 1 thing, 3 things, 6 things. All the things! Right, general running repair, you say. Okay, let's get it up in the air. Dangle its legs from a height. Pressing the button. There we go. Right then. Let's be having you. And enjoy the yellow and black reflections again. I say again, this never changed. Anyway, alright, good. Let's take all this crap out of the middle. And then we can get at the hubs and knuckles, whatever these bits are. Of course, and this knuckle is attached to just about everything. So the sway bar end link's okay, but the sway bar itself looks pretty fooked. Right, so then we take off this. A strange order that always befuddles me slightly. There we go. Let's take the bushing out whilst we notice it. Okay, that's all the running gear on that corner. There's literally pretty much all the running gear on that corner. Alright. Okay. Radio. So, do we need to dig in? Probably, but... Actually, I can see a bit of chocolatey deep in there, like the wheel hub cap or something. Alright, that all needs to come off anyway, so yeah, I can definitely see some chocolate in there. So off you come, brake system. Get out the axle, and then, yeah, get our wheel hub bearing. Alright, can we take off the exhaust? No, we have to take off a bloody... Oh, it's a turbocharger. I was just going to say, what is that? We have to remove this bloody whatever it is. Alright, okay, so that's that. Okay, we can take off the middle sections there. Alright, so down the other end, let's pull off the wheels. And the brakes too. Whatever. Go on, off you get. Alright. And then chocolate central. Chocolate central. Right. Just take all this rear end off by the looks of it, pretty much. I keep thinking to myself, well, I'm going to have to wait until I put it up in the air before I can do it. No, no, I've already done that. Right, so, then what else have we got attaching this? Got the sway bar link. Let's get that off whilst we're thinking about it. Oh, we have to take all of that off to get this off, of course. Of course. Right, and that should come out, yes. So we've got sway bar to remove still. No worries. Shock absorber. Can you get away with? Oh no, I can see some chocolate deep in here. It's another wheel hub or whatever you call them. Wheel hub bearing. Oh, it's because I missed the caliper because I'm clicking on the bit of the caliper that's actually cut away to show you the brake pads. So actually it wasn't the hub, it was this bit that I never quite remember what this is called. What is this called? Is it a wheel hub? Yeah, wheel hub, alright. Okay, so take off this rear suspension arm and the sway bar link, and then we get the sway bar away, and that looks like it. Alright, cool. Let's double check. Yes, we've got all those. It's a nice long list, got all those. Car is loud. We've still got to remove the exhaust from the turbocharger. See very often. I don't deal with these saloons as much, I suppose, in a modern car. So, take off the crappy bit of overexcited foil. What do we do here? Just take off this, right? Alright, and then up in the air again. And then take that off. So that is all of it, and then we do the purchasing dance. Front shock absorber. Running gear. Front shock absorber. Yes, front shock absorber cap times 2 and a steering knuckle A. Steering knuckle A. Front sway bar, front wheel hub. Front wheel hub. Inner and outer tie rod. Inner and outer tie rod. Rear axle knuckle housing A and a shock absorber A. Rear knuckle housing A, shock absorber A. Rear spring, 2 suspension arms and an A. Rear spring, 2 suspension arms and an A. Rear suspension upper arm and rear sway bar A. Rear suspension upper arm and a what? A sway bar A. 2 rear wheel hubs. 1 rubber bushing, 2 sway bar rear end links. And a what now? Wheel hub bearing. Alright, and then an inner tie rod and an outer tie rod. Well, we might not need the... Yeah, let's buy that. Steering rack. A sway bar front end link A. Steering rack. Sway bar front end link A and a sway bar rear end link. Definitely don't need one of those. Exhaust pipe. Nice and straightforward. A front exhaust section turbo. Front exhaust section turbo. And a middle muff. Alright, and then spray it colours. Okay, we can do that. So, let's put it all back together. And get money off of a man for it. Yeah, I won't be able to put the outer link on until there's something to attach it to. There we go. Nutty, nutty, nutty. Oi, oi. Right. absorbers of shock. Various. Come on your truck. There we go, come on. Yeah, lovely. Alright, brake system, yeah, sway bar. Let's do that. What else? Is that it? I think that might be it. We've got a bush there. A little bit of bush. Yeah, a little bit of bush. There we go. Wheel hub. Axle. And a wheel. Alright. Corner A complete. And click our way across. Alright. Tie rod. Whoop. Alright. Shock absorber. Oh yeah, let's bolt it in, shall we? It'll just fall out otherwise. Shocking. Ha 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 ha. Alright. Sway bar link, yes. Hub, bearing, jobber, and axle. Okay, brake system. And finish it off with a nice big rubber coated wheel jobby. There we go. And down the other end. Oops, missed the thing you're clicking on. Oh, there, bobble all over the place. It's important work. Alright, there's lots of bits to put back together here. Insert bush. There we go. We've got a sway bar. Sway bar link. Little tiny rubber bush. And then all these other gubbins. Oops. Gubbins. There we go. Some brake shit. There we go. One chocolate free wheel. And, oh, we can put that on whilst we're here. Exhaust pipe. Shock absorber. Oops. Click, click. Hubs. Wheel hub bearing cap jiggers. Alright. Okay, that's pretty much done. Oh, I think there's a suspension arm I've forgotten. Yes. Is that all of it done? I put the spring cap and all that. Yep, all done. Right, so we've got a middle muff to put on. Can't quite see it. There we go. Oh yeah, that's something to do when we're on the ground. So is that it for everything else? Yes, I think it is. Let's bring it. Oh, can't bring it down from there. There's no button. Right. So exhaust manifold. Oh no, it's turbo, isn't it? That's what it is. Turbo. Yeah. Come on. It's tricky to get your socket in there, so to speak. There's the actress to the bishop, etc. Alright, there we go. Right. Oop. I think that's pretty much done, but they want us to paint it the same colour as it already is. Ours is not to question why. Ours is just to go, yeah, alright. That'll cost you $500. Okay. Take it away, please. Hey, I like it when I say that and it's actually done, rather than please put my starter motor back in. It's like, oh, sorry. Didn't think you'd want that. Right, so we've done 2 jobs. We have, yeah, that's it, isn't it? This is the bit where I say some pithy remark. I thought that was 2 Mallocs, but no. Yeah. Alright, maybe we'll do a whole bunch of tiny jobs next time, see how we do. But for now, from the ghostly yellow and black. I mean, there's not even anything there. There's not even a yellow and black thing anywhere along here for it to look at, and it's reflecting it. I don't know why I keep getting up in arms about it, but good grief. And on that slightly boring note, fucking